Good morning, guys. Good morning. Kind of late here. I stepped away. How's everyone doing after a nice weekend? Hopefully everyone enjoyed. I, of course, worked, so I'm exhausted, so don't mind me. I am exhausted. As always, on the Monday, if I have a wedding on the Sunday, I am tired because I get home around 1 a.m. Got to bed around 2 a.m., so... But good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning for... Yes, good morning for those who are in the US, and good afternoon for my European friends. All right. What is my work? It's a wedding. I'm a wedding DJ. Yesterday I had a super easy wedding. It's a great wedding, but there was also a band with me, so it was such an easy. It was a half Macedonian wedding, so they had a Macedonian band and they played quite a lot. So I did the introductions and had my easiest day at work. I got paid to do nothing for a while. I look younger. Maybe I should sleep less then. Volatility is very high right now. Very high, so I just gotta wait a little bit. I don't want to wait too long, so I don't want to get caught in the chop, but for now it's a little bit high. For 30-tick stop loss, this is pretty high. And I do have a lot of payouts pending, so I definitely want to get off to a good start. Telegram? I don't have Telegram. Mail ID? Huh? Why do you need that stuff? You have me. How do I determine volatility? ATR is the answer. Yeah, so ATR is average true range, and you just set it, and I have it set to 13 candles. So if it's on the 1-minute chart, it's going to be last 13 candles. It's last 13 minutes. And what is the range on that? So sometimes this scale, like, right, this chart doesn't look any different than let's say, you know, the movement here, if it's scaled properly, but the price axis has a way different scale on it, so you could get caught out quickly. Let me get my epic pen out. Of course, if we get some traps. Come on, Epic Pen, work. So of course, what I'm gonna be looking for is this entry down here. That's one option. Hopefully we don't just continue going higher. Camino Cat, yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Thanks for reminding me of the early days. It's crazy how things change and how ungrateful we become for small profits after we make big profits. And that's just life. I don't know if any of you guys are Formula One fans, but that's what Lando Norris is going through right now. Just a few months ago, he would take second place all day, every day. But now, he doesn't even want to go on the podium. And he's pissed off with second place. You know, things change quickly. Yeah, that was stupid. I didn't get to see the very beginning of the race, but that was, to me, I was like so confused what's happening. Even now I don't understand. Like, he did not come out that much behind Lando. So if he was faster than Lando, he would have at least been on his ass. If he was on his ass, it's a hard track to overtake. I understand. Then you could do it. But if he's 6 seconds behind, there's no reason to force the overtake. But if I was Oscar, I wouldn't even take it. If I was Oscar, I wouldn't take it. I would not want my first win to be like that. You could see Oscar wasn't even like celebrating because he knew it wasn't like a true win. But anyway, I guess we did not pull back here. So back to 20,000. Welcome back to 20,000, guys. Back to the 20,000s we go. And we'll see. Yeah, volatility is still crazy. Bum, 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 bum. $500 tick chart. To be honest, Quant Tower is not the best with tick charts. $500 tick is gonna move quick. Nah, 500 tick is definitely faster than 1 minute. And we could compare. Yeah. Look how many candles you have here in this consolidation. Versus here, it's only 3 candles. It depends. The thing is with tick charts, it depends on the volatility and volume, right? Sometimes 500 ticks takes forever. Sometimes 500 ticks is quick. So it's all depending on how much volume there is. So right now there's a lot of volume, so the tick chart's gonna go quick. I can't believe it's almost 10 a.m. What? How did a half hour just disappear? I got to my desk at 9:20. It's crazy how fast time goes when you're trading. I don't think tick charts are bad. I used to scalp on the tick chart. I don't think it's bad at all. I have it open, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but I think it would give me a lot of false signals with the 500 tick. Yeah, if Lando didn't give up the first place, then the win for him wouldn't be like very, like McLaren just messed it all up, to be honest. They made it awkward for everyone. But McLaren is back. McLaren is back. It looks like the Red Bull domination is over for the time being, which is good for the sport. But we'll see what happens. It was like similar to the 2000s where Red Bull was dominating for like 4 years and then fell apart. Hopefully it's not the case now, but yeah, cats, but Lando had the pole. So it's like I think McLaren just felt very guilty. What car would I trade my Porsche for? Porsche GT3 or Lamborghini Huracan Evo. And they reject. How much time do you have to pay the activation fee? As long as your eval stays active, you'll fine. Don't do what Alpine Trader does. So I told you guys I had an eval ready to activate with Bullnox, and I went to email them this morning to activate that eval because it's manual process. And guess what? The eval is gone. I guess the billing didn't go through. I had a card that I guess expired, or I don't know if they don't take Amex. I don't know what the situation is, but the billing failed. I wasn't around on my computer all weekend. I missed it. and now the eval is gone. I'm going to try to email them to see if they could reinstate it. Highly doubt it, but as long as your eval is active, you could activate it. I passed that eval like a month ago. I passed that eval the same time as I passed one of my last accounts here, as this account. But I chose to activate this one because it was a 50K. Opening range trade, I messed up this morning. I took only one contract instead of two, but it's all right. It's all right. This is another trap here I could take. One just needs to make a new low. I think it did. There we go. But it doesn't seem like it's going to get supported. Yeah, as long as your eval stays active, you definitely want to renew. I mean, you definitely want to activate the PA account before your eval renews. Because if it renews with Apex, you're paying at least 33 bucks. So if you're paying $33, you might as well use that money to activate the account, right? So that's the only thing. Like Bull Knox, I couldn't activate it because I didn't have... Bull Knox is like a ladder. It works different. You can't just activate the accounts. Can we reset a PA account? Unfortunately, no. I hope to have a green day on my Top Step account, so that way I could request a payout from that. I'm still obviously pending on Apex. Lawrence, good morning. Well, it looks like a range-bound day right now. First, it looked like a short day, but I was not convinced on that since we had a pretty big move up overnight. I mean, technically, this could be a long here for me because this could be the big, yeah. So I'll be looking for a long momentarily here. Just got to break these. Oh, actually, that's a pretty good alert right there. All right. I am in. I didn't wait for confirmation because sometimes when I wait for confirmation, it's too late. Let's see if we get stopped out here. Probably will. But maybe not. This is where I struggle. Like, when do I put the stop at break even? Like now it's like 3/4 to target, 41 ticks. Like, almost makes sense to put stop to break even, you know? Which I'm gonna do because I think losing now, it's just silly, honestly speaking. Come on. I have to take small profit, obviously, because can't, yeah, thank God I did. Can't just let that go to zero. Like, such a bummer. It's all right. I gotta add one more account that's not in the copy trader. Fast track trading, I've heard some good things. I've also heard some couple questionable things, but I think if you just do your thing, you'll get paid. Wow, freaking 3 ticks away from target here, guys. So annoying. Maybe I want to say I should go back to 50 tick targets, but at the same time, it's like so much volatility. Why would I not be, if you know, obviously I got this trade wrong. Otherwise, I would have gotten the target. So interesting sell-off. Just like it looked super strong here, it looks super weak here, but that's when we gotta be careful. Good evening from Germany. Good evening to you from the US. Or good morning, I should say. Yeah, I think we're going back up too. We just gotta find the entry. But again, that's just my opinion. I have no idea. But I love going counter trend overall. Still, main trend is going up, but currently on the short time frame, it's going down. So I like going against the short time frame trend. Adam, thank you. Appreciate that. I can't. Cats, how long have you been trading? Are you trading 20 evals at the same time? Continuous lower lows. He doesn't, not 95% off, 90% of his evals. There's a big difference between off and off. Welcome to the English language. It's not off, it's off, okay? English is my second language, so I had to learn all that crap. It's pretty... It's still easy in comparison to other languages, but there's some things in English language that you just like question yourself, like, who came up with this? A lot of languages, the way you write things is how you pronounce it every single time. In English, that's not the case. There's so many rules for how you pronounce different things. My first language is Polish. A very difficult language. Like, it's very hard to learn Polish as an immigrant. So let's say you're, you go to Poland and you're an immigrant when you're like 12 years old. It's going to be very hard for you to learn it without an accent. And if you learn it without an accent, um, there's going to be, at some point, it's going to come out because it's going to be, you're not going to change the ending of the word properly. It's a very difficult language. Yeah, I think it's one of the most difficult languages that has like a normal alphabet. Obviously, Chinese and Arabic and all that stuff. That's very difficult. But I have a New York, New Jersey accent now. I don't know. I still have a Polish accent, I think, but well, that trap didn't really work. But look at that. Yeah, Russian is more difficult because it doesn't have, but Russian's different. You have a different alphabet, right? Different letters and all that stuff. I'm talking about the regular. But Russian and Polish are very similar in a sense. They're different languages, but similar in the structure. Like Arabic, Indian, don't they have like 12 dialects, or is that China? Black hole. When I was younger, I used to do that. I used to like go on vacations and during spring break and stuff. It was good times. LB, what just happened? I don't know what happened there, but thanks for the support of the stream. Wow, what a bounce. Black Wolf, did you take this? Because I didn't. Damn, rotation right back to the freaking... If I am above 30% rule today, do I need to trade for a loss to make it back to 30% even? No. Mira, today is the 22nd. You can't request the payout till August 1st. You don't know what your 30% is, but you could tell me right now, how much did you make? And I'll tell you how much your account needs to be at on August 1st in order to request a payout. It's when you are requesting a payout, that's when the 30% rule applies. It's not midweek or mid-cycle. It's only when you are requesting the payout. Huh. I guess this was a little bit of a trap here, but not really clear. What's my confirmation? Usually a closed candle. So after I see the trap, I wait for the candle to close and I go in above it. But with this volatility, sometimes waiting for the close of the candle is too late. And like here, for example, if I waited for the close of the candle, by the time I would get in, I would have only been up like 27 ticks and I would have taken the loss. Because the volatility is so big that I don't know. I feel like when the candle's, moving like this, there's a chance of a pullback. Right? If we have a candle that's 30 points, there's a chance it's going to pull back 30 ticks before it goes lower. Had to update YouTube. Nice to see the stream again. Why? What happened? What do you mean update YouTube? Being patient this Monday morning. A lot of good trades definitely to be taken, but depends how you trade. Not so choppy this morning, so that's good. When there's less chop, it's a little bit easier to get the targets. I don't have a code. It keeps changing. I think I have a code I used. I think it's deal 90. I gotta email them to see if they could reinstate it. There is no code for Top Step. Top Step, they don't have any deals right now. Oh, that sucks, LB. It's weird. Is anyone trading yet or what? Are you guys still waiting? Would have been nice if this hit the target. I was 3 ticks away. Could have been happy with the day. And just be patient. I would love just one clean win and short from 958, 970. Very nice, guys. You guys are patient. Well, my entry was 958, so whoever took that, Lewis, nice. I just kind of fell asleep on that. And like Chris said, or Josh, no, who said that? Someone said chop is starting and looks like it is. Ronnie, wow. Well, good for you, Ronnie. Opening 8 contracts of NQ versus MNQ is a big difference. So typically that ends in a bad blow up. So be thankful for that. Hey, it happens. We all make mistakes. Usually they just cost us a lot. I trade usually 1 or 2 or 3, depending on which account it is. Right now, I think all of them are at 1 or 2. Wait a minute. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to make sure I didn't lose any something. See, guys, oh my God. Something's going on with my rebilling. I don't know what it is. I'm missing an account. I knew I was missing an account. But which account could it be? Oh. What a nightmare when one of your credit cards expires. But wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. PA charts says 11. So which account's missing? 4. Oh, I'm missing one of my 150Ks. And that was definitely monthly. Did I get an email? No. It's right click on the mouse and then drag it and we'll. Oh, I gotta figure this out. Why is it not showing up? PA charts. It's showing up here, so I don't get why it's not showing up. This account's missing 144. Sorry guys, I gotta. All right. I sent the ticket in. Try restart VSMAC. I don't think that's gonna matter. It's not showing up in my Quant Tower either, so we'll see what happens. I never got an email, so okay. Bullnox sent me a link 3 days ago. I just paid for it now, so let's see if that's the one. Yes, I got it back from Bullnox. Pretty sure. Yeah, I use Top Step as well. I used a lot of prop firms, but I do have 2 Top Step X accounts. Yeah, Bullnox always has been good. I've been a Bullnox fan since the very beginning, so I just know the difference between Bullnox and Apex. I just know I can't make the same money on Bullnox. No what? There's just no way. So, you know, I like to trade with both. You guys have to understand a lot of things I say is based on what I'm doing. It's not just my opinion or the experience of other people, right? So a lot of times you'll hear opinions of things because they've heard from other people about certain things. For me, I'm just giving you my opinion from my own perspective, right? I trade with Top Step. I trade with Bullnox. I traded with Apex. I've traded with My Funded Futures. I traded with Elite Trader Funding. I traded with Trade Day. I traded with Tick. And I just know the difference. Has Top Step ever denied a payout for you? Yeah, but I didn't trade enough days. Does Take Profit have max daily profit? Take Profit, I'm not 100% sure on their rules. So I wouldn't be the one to ask because I am not 100% familiar with everything they do. That's another prop firm I do want to check out though. I don't know. I don't see any setups I like. Kind of annoying. All right, submitted to Bullnox for the activation, so at least that's good. Why does it make you nervous? I don't know. I live in the now, guys. I don't live in the future. I have no idea what's going to happen. I adapt. I'm a creature of adaptation. I guess COVID, being an EMT and going through my business with COVID, that just made me adapt. Made me realize there's no reason to worry about the future. Just live in the present, enjoy it. Future's not guaranteed for anyone. So roll with the punches, exactly. Um, they don't really approve on weekends too much. But how do you guys know that? Like, how do you guys know that they haven't approved anyone? It's been the same amount of pages? Is that how you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with that, the volatility, but I think the volatility just increased last week too. Usually they update that right away, so. Right back to the highs we go. Unbelievable. I'm streaming till like 12:45, 1 o'clock. If I don't find it on the trade by then I'm just gonna call it. Good action, but at the same time, once I'm looking for a specific setup, it's harder to trade. I need to find other setups as well, like this reversal pattern here. Hope you guys are doing better than I am. See, my Bullnox account is back. We don't have Porsches yet. I love my car. I freaking love it. I wish I didn't have work yesterday. I would have went to this huge meet. Crazy cars at the meet. The thing is, if I went to the meet with my car, I'm like I'm the broke guy. Some crazy cars at these meets. It's crazy. Just when you think you have a nice car and you're doing well in life, well, that's why you can't compare yourself to other people. There's always someone better. You can have a Lambo. If you just have a Huracan, that's nothing anymore, right? You have to get the STO, or you have to get the Aventador, or, you know, someone's going to show up in the Koenigsegg. It's just, once there's hypercars in the parking lot, your supercar is no longer interesting. Even though I'm not a huge fan of hypercars. I feel like it's just not obtainable. That's number one for me. Number two, those are collector's cars. They're not cars you take to the track and beat the crap out of. So I haven't seen much about it to give my opinion, but I heard it's a beast. What would happen if your equity curve you had used 3 contracts instead of 1? It depends on the timing of when I started doing the 3 contracts, Josh. Because if I did it, let's say beginning of July, I think, or like end of June, I went on a good streak. I was green a lot. However, I know like mid-June and early June, even though I was green on the day, a lot of times I came back from being down on the day. So I don't know exactly how that would affect it. I think I would have blown more accounts because I did have some losing days that would have hit the trailing drawdown. Actually, for a fact, I know one account was a brand new 50K account. I used double the size or even triple the size on it, and it lost when I had that losing streak last week. Yeah, so I do 2 contracts on the bigger accounts, at least bigger cushion accounts. This would be a trap if there was a higher higher high here, but there isn't. So but maybe now we could do this trap instead. We'll see. It's got to be at least one more trap this morning. Just got to be patient. Plus, I really doubt that both the high and the low are set for the day. There's a statistic on at what time of the day, most likely the higher day or the lower day, the range of the day is pretty much set. There's a statistic on that, but I forget what it was. Plus, I'm sure it changes. But over years, let's say at 11 a.m. Eastern time, like 80% of the time, the high of the day is already the high of the day, and the low of the day is already the low of the day, or something like that. Could be along here too. Struggling a little bit. This is like, yeah. Started to look good, and then unfortunately, that did not end up working out. It's gonna be more choppy now. Oh wait. I don't know if I'm gonna retake it here though. Hmm. kind of in the middle of nowhere right now, so I don't know. Can't really find anything I like. It's a little bit of both. I mean, patience is it's both experience. The emotional control is much easier to control your emotions when you're doing well versus when you're doing bad. That's what people don't realize. It's very easy for me to say, yeah, it's emotional control, but last week shows different, right? So it's always a fine line. Take a few losses in a row and then you see how your emotions are affected, you know? Also having that setup that I'm looking for now. I used to not look just for that setup, so maybe I got to go back to trading more with intuition a little bit. My win ratio might go down a tiny bit, but I'm going to get a lot more trades in a day. Um, which double bottom did you take? One trade a day. Which bottom? This. Very nice job, though. Congrats. When you execute on Quant Tower, do you know how to stop the orders coming through on the screen? You don't want to see the orders, you mean? Settings, visual trading, and orders. Turn that off. Or do you mean? Oh, you mean like the notifications next to your gear icon? The settings. To turn off your notifications in Quant Tower, you click on this little box. Not this one. Wow, that's terrible. This one. And then go to settings and you'll see it. Yep, that's gonna work for sure. You could use a copy trader on NinjaTrader, but not between prop firms. You can only copy trade between one prop firm. And you have to pay for it. Yeah, Chris, true. You could do trade of 8 and then come on, go, go, go. Come on. Can't find a trade for the life of me today. Sometimes when you wait patiently, you just don't find it. But then when you walk away and you're not really fully paying attention, then the setup shows up. Oh, man. Bryce, no. Once they approve, they take the money out. It's not after the close. It's not after the close. Yeah, it's getting choppier and choppier now. This morning was pretty clean. I'm looking for a short. See, I'm getting it. Oh, maybe. I mean, this could be the trap from... Hoping it exhausts up here. Doesn't seem like it wants to reject. Here comes the moment of truth. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a day there, guys, because of the payout pending. Just can't get the right read, although I didn't wait for confirmation like I usually do. But I'll see if I can find another trade in the next hour, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I don't want to jeopardize the payouts. Nothing seems to be following through for me. I'm gonna try one more time though, I think. I know I'm shorting into support, but I'm just trying to get in early so that way I don't have to... So I'm anticipating the move instead of waiting for the move. That's better at least. All right, so that's the trade I wanted. I just didn't wait for the confirmation. All right, so we're back to small green. What a sell-off now. This one should have worked out from the beginning. That's what sucks. Wow, what a sell-off. Damn. See, the trap worked out. It's just timing was not ideal. So I'm glad I took it again. Never got invalidated. Just my stop loss is what it is. I mean, I know it's easy to say use wider stops, but to me, Wow. That would have been a beautiful hold. What a candle, though. Wow. 75 points in one single minute. From my entry to the lows, 90 points in 2 minutes. Talk about volatility. Damn. Look at the 500 tick chart. Look how clean that looks. Sean, yeah. If I would have held that for a little bit longer, I would have made back my losses and then some. I'm still green on the day, which is, oh my God, my phone just doesn't stop today. Hello, Christian speaking. Who's this? No. Yes. All right. I'm doing great. Yeah, I already got someone else to do that for me. I'm okay though. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wanted last time we spoke, yeah, I wanted to make a trading software to make me rich, and I already created that. So I had someone else. I had another scammer. I had another scammer call me, and I told them I need trading software to make me rich, and they did that, and they make $1 million a month from me, and I make 5 million, and it's $15 an hour. Oh, you guys you should charge more. You should charge more. You should charge more than $15 an hour. $15 an hour is not enough. You're charging too low. So for me,
You can think of doing it. If not, it's completely fine, sir. You can continue with whoever you want. Give me a chance, Christian, okay?
oh, poor lady. Honestly, if I could, I would send her $50 right now just to take me off that list. Oh man. She was actually nice, okay? Compared to like other scammers, she's actually nice. Yeah, for $15, that means the quality is not gonna be good. But that's actually true, guys. Sometimes too cheap is too good to be true. They offer some software building or website if you want to build a website. They called like a long time ago. It's my sister calling. My niece probably calling me. It's not them back. Oh yeah, last time they called, I said I want to get a software made that's gonna make me rich for trading, and they're like, yeah, sure, we could do that. Does the next 10-day cycle start after your request day? Yes. It's not when they take the money out, it's the next day. So whatever. So it's not always the next day, sometimes the same day. If you request the payout before 5 p.m., like let's say right now, right? It's 11 a.m. If I request the payout right now, let's say it was the 20th of July and I could request the payout. If I request the payout right now, this P&L will count towards the next payout window. It's not going to count for this payout window because if I request the payout right now, today does not count towards the payout counter, right? The 10 days. Because Rhythmic updates at 6 p.m. So technically this would be day number 1 if I place the request right now. Spartan, yeah, I remember a prop from like that for stocks called TradeNet. They used to charge like $3,000 for like a bigger account. But it was crazy. You could only do like one account. You couldn't do multiple. So if you lost that account, you'll just basically be done. I think that's how it was. Because how they got away with it was they were selling you an educational package to teach you how to trade. And the account was just a simulator. So if you made money, they would pay you. Man, it's crazy. Anyone here traded on TradeNet? Yeah. I was close to getting a huge payout from them and I blew the account. I took a $500 account, so the drawdown was $500. And I got it up to 5,000 and I blew it right before the payout. It's crazy. It's like my Lilu. Same thing with Lilu. I had it for 30 days. No, sorry. I had it for 29 days. I blew on 29th day. You had to trade for 30 days. I blew in the last day. And I had like $4,000 in that account. And that was a static account, meaning it was the $625 static account. So I could take all the money out. And I blew it. That was in 2021, I believe. And I just went back to stocks after that. I was like, this is too hard. But what a move. What a move here. What a clean move. Almost as if it was news driven. How much do you need on a 150K account to request a payout? 5,100, right? Yeah, 5,100. So I'm basically $900 away. I don't think that's gonna matter. My niece is texting me. She's getting to that age where she could text. It's pretty funny. Is there a lifetime sale? So the 150K and 250K and 300K account all have $85 lifetime activation. So that has nothing to do with my code. That's anyone. That's just Apex. So it doesn't matter whose code you use. There's no code when you activate the accounts, I should say. There's only codes for evaluations. I don't know if I'm gonna find another trade here. Kind of already took what, 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. I don't know if I want to take more. My nieces are 14 and 5. Crazy, she'll be in high school next year. Yeah, it's crazy how fast time flies. So when this niece, she's 7, when she was being born, speaking of TradeNet, I was down $30,000 on TradeNet, which is like, like Apex equivalent. And then I came back. They didn't stop me out, and I came back to break even when she was being born. I'll never forget. I still ended up losing that account later on. But yeah, I was supposed to go to the hospital, and then I was just waiting and waiting for the price to come back down. It was a small cap stock that was going crazy. It was more unusual for the small caps to go like that back then than it is now. Nowadays, it feels like every other um every other week there's a crazy runner. Fast track trading or fast track funding is legit. Seems like it. My niece is crazy. I blew 5 evals and just blew my last of 6 PA counts. I might need to take a break from trading. It's hard to walk away though when I've given so much of my time and life to it. Well, I mean, I could speak for it again because I've done it many, many times. I've said I'm going to take a long break from trading so many times, and I didn't. And my friends thought I was crazy because I would say I'm done with trading for a little bit, and then next day I'm back to the screens. Now, I told her I love her like 5 times. And the thing is, you have to understand that trading is very difficult. So whatever you see on the internet, if you see someone being successful, that means they went through a lot of the same things you're going through. There's just no way around it. I mean, it can't be that easy. If it was that easy, everyone would do it, number one. And number two, it wouldn't be fair to those who are doing it, right? So if I went through 7 years of struggles to get here, then would it be fair for someone to do it for a month or two and then get successful at it? No. But even traders aside, how about the people that have to work in the hospital, or, you know, nurses, cops, you know, lawyers? All those people have to go to crazy, they have to go through crazy school. You know, they make decent money, nothing crazy, but they make good living. But they have to work their asses off. You know, in trading, we want to make the same money as they do by clicking the buttons and think that's going to be easy. It's not. And the only difference between profitable traders and non-profitable traders, I think, is also the resilience to losing and to giving up. I think in the beginning, everyone wanted to give up. Trading is the easiest. No, what's it saying? Trading is the hardest way to make easy money. But I could go, like, I showed it one time. I could probably find it again. I have a conversation on Twitter with a friend of mine. I used to have another Twitter. I deleted it. Right? When I thought I was done with trading, I just deleted the Twitter. And I was blaming Twitter and the influence from, you know, everyone's making so much money, so I'm not happy with my $200-300 days, right? And I continue to trade because there's other people on Twitter that are doing way better than I am. So I blame them, not them, but blame Twitter for. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, you could follow me, by the way. Trader9, I might change that, but for now it's Trader9811. But let me see if I can find some messages from years and years back. Here's one. This is from 2023. Let me take a better screenshot. Right, so this is on stocks, not on futures, but took a bad loss, streak of losses, and I was blaming it on luck, of course. Always seemed like it was the luck that I didn't have. I lost 5 points in minutes on the stock as soon as I long. So I guess I went long on the stock, which I never do in the first place. Let me see if I could find something else. There's got to be a bunch. Is my last name Alpine? No, I used to ski a lot. That's why. Man, I miss days like this though. But see, like this was a really, really good day for me. Making $1,100 in a day. That was like sick. And right now, I am up the same amount, and I feel like I'm break even. Like I feel like I'm just glad to be green after having a tough morning. It's crazy. How long has it been since you felt like walking away for a while? For a while, it's been a while, a long time. But to take off for a few days, it happened a couple times this year already. Right, I felt like I needed to walk away and just not trade for a couple of days, but then there's always something that brings me right back to it the next day. And typically going back to it the next day was worth it. Sometimes you do need to take a couple of days off. But the thing is, you got to start small. That's the big thing. Like, I just had a rough patch last week, right? Last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. I don't have 20 accounts yet. I'm going to build up my confidence, and then I'm going to go back to 20 accounts. So in your case, you should work on 2 PA accounts, maybe trade them individually, maybe try another prop firm, make some kind of small change, and try to, work on something, whether that's the payouts, whether that's your trading, right? Because you could trade differently just to work on payouts. Like the way I trade with Top Step X is nowhere near the same as I trade with my regular trading, because typically on Top Step X, I'm on my phone. Like legit, I'm done with the screen. I open up Top Step X on my phone and I take a trade, and I usually don't even pay attention to it. I was up around $1,500 on the account on Friday, and then I went to break even, and then it went back up to like $1,000 and I closed it. So I don't even monitor the positions, right? So I'm just trading Top Step X to get to payouts. I'm not even trading it properly. Let's put it that way. And I wish I could trade with both accounts at the same time, but you can't. Bum, 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 bum. You love proving people wrong? I do too. Trust me, I do too. And I went through a lot, right? With the changes with Apex. People thought I would not get in more payouts, and they thought all I knew how to do was the opening range trade, which I think opening range trade is still a beast, and I'm gonna continue making money with it. But yeah. My second best month. If I don't get approved from Apex, it'll be my equal second best month. If I get approved from Apex, it'll be my second best month by almost 10,000. You could do RB on any other prop firm at this moment. No, they're not still pending. My July 1st through 5th payouts are already in my bank. That was 30,000 from Apex, 1,400 from Top Step. That was end of June payout, and then this was from Bull Knox in July. So the way I count Bull Knox payouts, right? So Bull Knox I count differently than Apex. Bull Knox payouts, I count them the day I receive the money because it's always on Tuesday or Wednesday. So if I receive it on the 2nd of July, even though that's money is for June, technically I received it in July, but I count it for July, right? It's not my June payouts. With Apex, when I request the 15th through the 20th and I get it in July, like July 1st or 2nd, I still count it for June. So I do the opposite because when I requested the payout. Now with Bull Knox, I also requested it in June, but I got paid in July, so I counted towards July payouts. I don't know why I do that. I do that with every prop firm except for Apex. Because sometimes with Apex, you'll get it beforehand, right? You'll get it on the 27th, 28th, 29th of the month. So it's just preference. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just a tally. But if you keep it consistent, then at least you know. My goal this year is going to be 500,000. I think 500,000. Typically they don't approve payouts on the weekends from what I understand, but what a move here. 200 points. I don't know, guys. Do I want to risk more? Do I just want to start the day off green? Sometimes when you're on a losing streak and you don't have a lot of confidence, ending when you're green adds so much boost to your confidence. So I have been doing okay lately, but if you're struggling, and let's say you have a day like I did today, where it's like I'm not really reading the market well. I had one win, missed it by 3 ticks to get a full win. Then I take 2 losses in a row and I take a win. it's like choppy for me, right? It's choppy waters, so I might just call it a day and be happy. Firebrand, do you use stop losses, or do you use a soft stop, mental stop? The problem with mental stops is exactly these candles, right? Once this candle comes and you have a mental stop, you are not stopping out. Unfortunately, I've been there so many times. That's why I use a hard stop. And for me, it was always hard to use hard stops, except when Apex said they're going to enforce the rules, that forced me to use a hard stop, and I love it now. It took me a while to get used to getting stopped out, because obviously in the past I wasn't stopping out, so I wouldn't take a lot of losses. Yeah, exactly. That's why having a mental stop, or at least having a max loss set in Rhythmic, might be something to consider. I've been on this kind of candle so many times in stocks, and you have a mental stop. You take your eyes off the screen for a second. It dumps. Let's say it dumps to here, and then you're like, all right, it's gonna bounce up this EMA, and it doesn't bounce, and you just take a huge loss. Versus if you just took the loss initially, you would have been fine. But then you're gonna go through what I went through here, right? So I get in, I stopped out, and I had to get back in. It's also annoying. Not for copy trades though. What do you mean? What's the? Yeah, Quant. All you need is 10 good days in a row. right? You could get 10 good days in a row, get that payout, and then you have more freedom. Obviously, Apex is a little bit more strict now when it comes to blowing the accounts after getting payouts. So you have to be more careful with that. But all you need is 10 good days, and you could get a big payout. That's what I always look at. Consistency is great, but if you're not super consistent yet, all you got to remember is that you do this 2 or 3 times in a year, where you get 10 solid days of trading on 20 accounts. You can make 6 figures. It's crazy to think about. You need 30 days out of the year. Obviously, you have to be consistent, 10, 10, 10, 10, and you can make 6 figures in a year. That's $80,000. I mean, $120,000 in payouts, and then let's say $20,000 in fees. It's crazy how much money we can make with these prop firms. And then add other prop firms too, like have 30 accounts, I know it's not easy to do, but I'm saying, and when you break it down, it seems very easy. Top Step platform is by far the best I've traded so far. I don't think so, but everyone's got their opinion. I think Top Step X needs a lot of improvement, but it's similar to working out. It's simple but not easy. Very good point. Very good point. Up down. Simple but not easy. I like that. Do I use my funded futures? No, I am banned from my funded futures, unfortunately. I did not take their sponsorship, so I guess they didn't like that. So I used it one time. I got 4,500 out of it. I think Top Step is better, but yeah, the no activation fee is pretty good. This is my opinion, guys. My opinion is simple. If you trade with any of the major prop firms and you follow their guidelines and their rules, you'll get paid from all of them. I'm pretty confident that all the top prop firms are legit when it comes to payouts. Now, the new ones I don't know because they're not proven, but the top 5, 6 prop firms. Who do you think has the best rules or easiest to get payout? That's a very good question, and it's very hard to answer because what I think is not what I do, right? So I'm trying to think, like, you would think Top Step is the easiest because all you got to do is make 5 profitable days happen. But then the eval with Top Step is more difficult. So we're going to exclude the evals, right? We're not going to include the evals, and we're not going to talk about the fees. Right? The cost of the accounts does not matter. So I think Top Step maybe would be the easiest. However, I don't care about the easiest. I care about the biggest. What prop firm allows me to get the most money the easiest way, right? The least amount of effort to make a lot of money. And that's Apex by far. I mean, I do it, right? I trade with bull knocks. I'm trying to grow the accounts, but then you have one blow up and you get yourself a big setback because you can't activate the account. It's a ladder, progressive ladder that you could activate the account, so it's not as easy. With Top Step, they take 50%. Now, Top Step did make that change of 5 accounts now, so I think Top Step did make a huge leap forward when it comes to the amount that you could take out. But if you just do simple math of the way I'm trading, right? So it depends how you trade too, right? If someone's making $3,000 a day, you're better off with Top Step, right? Because you can make out, even though Top Step is going to put you live and whatever. But let's say you're making, for 1 month or for 10 days, you're making $3,000 a day, right? You're making $3,000 a day because you're a great trader with 1 or 2 contracts. Then yes, Top Step is definitely worth it because you could take out quite a lot. However, if you are a trader who's making $200 to $300 a day, then you're gonna make a lot more on Apex, right? Because with Apex, if you have 20 accounts and you make $300 a day for 10 days, you could request $40,000, right? With Top Step, you could request we got 3,000, so that's $7,500 the most in a month. So you make $300 a day. You have the maximum accounts that the prop firm allows. With Top Step, you could take out 7,500. With Apex, you could take out 40,000. It's a big difference. Okay, there's a big difference between making 7,500 versus 40,000. But again, if you're a trader who's making $3,000 a day, then you can't take all of it out from Apex, and you could take out a lot more from Top Step. So it just depends on what kind of trader you are, what benefits you more. But the beauty of it all is it does not matter because you could trade with all of them. It's not like when you trade with one, you can't sign up with the other because there's like, you know, I'm sure you could do it with live accounts too, with brokerages. I don't think they're going to limit you. I mean, CME might limit you how many accounts you could have. I don't know if that's the thing or not, but yeah, so Jimmy K, exactly. So if you're a trader that is going to be making a lot of money per day because you're a great trader, then Top Step is very good for you. Now, if you are a trader that's making $3,000-$4,000 a day, I hate to break it to you, but maybe you should be trading a live account instead of a prop firm account because you probably don't need it. And you're going to save a lot of money on taxes and stuff like that when you trade your own account. So, you know, there's a prop firm for everyone. There is, what I'm showing is the fact that you don't have to make a lot of money. You don't have to be the best trader to make life-changing money as a prop trader with trading a lot of accounts. And it doesn't have to be Apex. It could be 5 accounts from Apex, 5 accounts from Top Step, 5 accounts from Bullnox, 3 accounts from Take Profit, and you could trade them all at the same time, right? Thanks to Quant Tower. Or you could trade them separately. That's fine too. But you have a lot of accounts and you're making $300 per account per day on average, and you're making decent money. It's the scale of number of accounts that matters. Apex allows 20 accounts, so it's easier to just do with Apex. But right now I don't have 20 accounts with Apex. I have 11 accounts with Apex. I have 4 with Bullnox. I'm gonna activate another one. I have 2 with Top Step, and I have money coming in all the time. Take Profit is also a good option. There we go, Lee. The only thing is about fast track trading, you have to send them your ID. They don't have a, which I don't even think it matters, to be honest, but I guess it doesn't really matter because all these prop firms have to have your information anyway. Trade day is not bad either. Capital M, you're gonna right click on the chart, you're gonna go to settings, you're gonna go to visual trading, and you're gonna turn all of this stuff on. So you got positions, you got orders, trades, stop loss, take profit, turn everything on. And then you could change it to what you want. Ticks and currency, just ticks, currency, points, none. Is Quant Tower reliable? Yes. What's my trading schedule like? I typically trade from 9:30 to sometimes all day. I don't have a set schedule, but typically to like 1 p.m. I'm just super busy with work now. If I wasn't busy with work, I would probably trade till 3 o'clock. Or go to a gym. I haven't been to a gym in forever. Go to a gym now and come back at like 2 o'clock. But it depends if I want to focus on streaming everything. Like I haven't taken this trade off stream on Apex in so long. And I kind of want to continue it that way for a little bit. Yeah, copy trading is beta version, but it works so well. That has happened to me last payout as well. Not all my accounts got approved at the same time. I have one account under review now, and the other ones are pending. One's under review. Did you copy trade those accounts? So you should be fine. Tempted to long this. But do I want to? Nicholas, I mean, that's exactly what my channel is about. My channel is not about taking the trades I take because I don't want anyone's copy trading me or anyone else for that matter. You should be trading on your own. And that's why I'm trying not to give a lot of analysis of what I'm thinking because I don't want to affect your bias because I know it happens. When I start talking about what my bias is, what my trades are going to be, I think it's going to affect your trading as well. So if you're trying to just listen for entertainment and then I'm talking about certain trades and you're looking at the market in a complete opposite direction, you might be influenced by the person you're listening. Little extended move, but should have waited for the pullback first now and then go in. Maybe it won't stop me out. I think it will. Yeah, I think it's gonna go though. I think I'm gonna have to re-enter this. And if not, it's gonna be a red day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-enter that. I just got in, same as the other trade, basically. Just getting stopped out in the first attempt. Hopefully this one works out. Yeah, so same as the other trade, guys. Same exact situation as here. Just getting stopped out first and then it goes. But I'm happy with that. The reason why I retake it is because it doesn't invalidate the setup. It's just stopping me out because of my tight stop loss and the pullback, but gotta work on that. But that will definitely conclude my day. I'll be happy with this profit. So after 3 months of trading, you get access to unlimited payouts. Yeah, on the 4th month, you get access to unlimited. This account right here was unlimited payout. Unfortunately, I lost that account on day number 99. Shame. Black Wolf, no, you don't. You do not get any sort of confirmation. You gotta just do the math yourself. No, what he means, quant. What quant means is like sometimes it's better to just stop out and re-enter versus using a wider stop loss. There's 2 things I could have done here: use a wider stop loss or re-enter like I did. Now, if you re-enter like I did and then you lose again, that's a pretty big loss, right? Then it's gonna be double the loss. So it's like, this is better when it works, but when this doesn't work, you know, this could have stopped me out and then it went. So if I would have lost twice, I wouldn't have taken it a 3rd time. But both trades, once actually worked out, gave me a lot more profit than just 30 ticks. I mean, than just 60 ticks. So I could have held them, but beautiful trap, right? So I waited for my setups today, and I'm happy with so that's the trap there. And then the trap here is, so it's the same setup. So you got, no, it's not that leg. It's this leg. I keep drawing. In shorting, it makes it a lot more complicated for me. You got pullback, right? So you got the trap there. In reverse, it's so much harder for me to but it's basically a higher high, lower low here. So that's the key, right? So it's the lower low. I think that's what it is. It's more like that. But it's this breaking the lows why I take this short. And here it's this high why I take a long here. And why am I doing this? Because I used to short this all the time. I'm like, all right, well, the longs are trapped. It's time to short. Well, I used to short and then get stopped out. Same thing with longs. I used to buy and instantly it would reverse on me, like here. I would buy this and it would reverse on me, and I'm like, what the hell's happening? And that's how I came up with this trap strategy. It's obviously just screen time, and doing the opposite sometimes leads you to doing the right thing. You know how we always say, oh, we just did the opposite of what we do, it would work out. Well, exactly what I'm doing. Same thing with the opening range trade. How do I come up with the opening range trade? Well, in the opening range trade, if this is the open, I used to place a short order up here, buy order down here. And now if the market dipped, I would try to buy it and bounce it. And if the market ripped, I would try to short it and fade it for a quick scalp until the market opened, pulled back, I got in, and it kept going. And then it bounced. And I'm like, why don't I just go in the direction of the breakout? Why don't I just do that? And boom, worked like a charm. Still does, by the way. Can you flip a trade on Bullnox evals to get 5 trading days? Yes. The max number of active PA accounts of Bullnox is 11, but it's a ladder activation system. So you have to, basically, I passed this eval so long ago, right? But in order for me to activate this 5th eval, I have to get this account to $2,600. So you have to get over the safety net. And then you could activate this account. So I just sent in the application for activation this morning. They're not going to activate it today because they don't want me trading today, because they know if I trade today, then I have 10 trading days to get to payout. If they don't activate me until tomorrow or Wednesday, then I got to trade for extra week before I could request the payout. So Bullnox is not stupid, but you know, can't really blame them for that. It's genius marketing. Risk percentage, I don't go by percentages. My average risk is $150 per contract. So you could see my P&L here, and you could see if it's 256, it's 1 contract. If it's 507, that's 2 contracts. The reason why this account's different is because I didn't trade it on the first account. I mean, on the first trade of the day, I did not have this in my copy trader. Therefore, I missed out on the first trade. So if I didn't take the first trade today, this would have been my result, $125. The promo for what? For promo for Apex ends end of this month. And then the activations, I believe, end August 15th. The 80% off, and then the $40 evals for the 150K accounts ends end of this month. So I'm gonna actually try to purchase the 150K accounts and try to pass a couple. Maybe starting tomorrow. Do I know? I have no idea. I mean, it's 80% off right now. The only thing that's better than 80% off is 90% off. But if you do the math on the 150K accounts and bigger accounts, it's actually 90% off or close to it. The 300K is actually like 95% off. Raul, yeah, sometimes it's better to do that because if you can't get to payouts, then you might as well trade them the way you're going to trade your PA accounts because then you're going to learn. Alex, yeah, they haven't really approved anything over the weekend, so I'm sure they're going to do a bunch of approvals later today. All right, guys, I think I am going to be ending the stream here. So let's just do a final Q&A and I'm exhausted. I worked all weekend, so I just want to relax for a bit. I got to do payroll and I got to do a schedule for this weekend. So always work. There's really, I don't get to relax, which is fine. I love the grind, but pa, pa, pa. So numbers of your PA account. Do you know, remember, count your evals? It's not a secret. I'm on like 382 evals. No, 415. Okay, I'm really bad with canceling evals though. That's the problem. You know how many evals I've canceled without even trading them or like I don't cancel my blown evals, so they just renew. And like the 250K accounts were just such a waste for me, and probably had like 20 of those renew. Yeah, but you have, it's all about payouts. If you have a lot of payouts, then you could be more reckless with evals because they're free, right? Jonathan, what do you mean bad losing day? Oh, 1 second, guys. Someone just called to cancel a wedding. Really? For a popular date that I had so many cancellations for? Unbelievable. Oh, yes. I just don't get it. People. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I just had to cancel a wedding for June of next year, which actually I would be upset most of the time, except right now I could care less. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day and see what I missed here, but I'm gonna call it a day. They didn't cancel. They said they're gonna do a backyard wedding, which I'm not interested in doing anyway. You took a 1.7K loss and then you got it back to 398. $150 per contract is 30 ticks on the NASDAQ. Seeper, you want to go on YouTube and learn about the tick sizes and the tick values of NASDAQ. This is the NASDAQ futures, and every time it moves, it's $5. So if you do 30 ticks, that's 30 movements, right? That's 150. When you going to start trading more evals again? Probably starting tomorrow. But I don't trade evals on stream. No point. I'm too aggressive. But it depends if I want to do 150Ks or 50Ks. 50Ks, I just take them right at the open. Right? If you take a short at the open here, you pass an eval. I used to do that too sometimes, Kevin, yeah. Especially with ball knocks, I do that. All right, guys. I am gonna... You opened my eyes to getting payouts, and I'm very grateful. I appreciate that. Why did I stop scalping, trading 2, 3, 4 ticks? I never did that. I did 7 ticks, 5. 5 was like the lowest I would go, but 6, 7. But you can't use a stop loss on that. So with Apex, you must use a stop now. So it doesn't work. Plus, I was struggling with that for a while. I wasn't doing as well with it. When am I gonna make a full video on the 992? I don't know. That's the thing. It's like I'm so behind on schedule with everything. I don't have time to make videos for YouTube for trading content. Just days go by quickly, and then maybe when I'm redoing my garage. I gotta know how to make the video, you know, that's what it comes down to. I don't know how to make the video more cinematic, make it fun to watch. Do I hire someone to do the video? I don't know. All right, guys. Hit the likes for me if you can. How many people we got watching? I don't even know. $260. Less than usual. But it's all good. All right, guys. So I'll see everyone tomorrow. 9:30, 9:40. All right, guys. Hope you guys had a good day. If you have not finished trading for the day, hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday. Take care. If you had a red day, remember, it's just one day. If you're struggling, remember, we all struggled at some point. Resilience is something we all need at some point. And keep going. All right, guys. Take care. And I'm happy with today. So made a mistake on Bull Knox, only took one contract instead of two. So I only have half the profit I should have. And then on Apex, I had a up and down day. So I'm happy with ending up pretty much 1R, which is good. So $3,500 in a day. Did not trade my top step yet. Might trade it later. All right, guys. My daily rule for stopping is 4 losses in a row. That's my rule, but do I always follow it? No, but that's my rule. Later, guys.